Okay, so this is the thing that I wanted to discuss. So suppose we want to compute limit at any of the points. So we are taking a small neighborhood and then we are checking all points. Those are approaching toward the point at which we want to compute limit. Then we'll say we are like limit exists or not. Okay, if h is going toward 0. So this is the limit definition. जैसे आपने इस वाले क्वेश्चन की बात की हमारा 2xy upon x square plus y square and we are saying it is continuous. तो अगर हम फंक्शन की वैल्यू कंप्यूट करते हैं, we are computing function value at any of the point 1 and 2, then we are getting function value at 1 2, it is 4/5. Now we want to compute its limit as x is tending to 1 and y is tending to 2, then limit h is tending to 0 f of 1 plus h 2 plus h. So h क्या है? That is increment, like 1 or 2, suppose आपका ये point है and then h is what? A circle of radius h, we can say. Okay, so h is tending to 0, this circle will reduce to the single point. So then we are putting this value, we are replacing x and y by 1 plus h and y by 2 plus h, and then we are getting all these values. So आपके पास क्या आएगा? 2 of 1 plus h and 2 plus h, just do multiplication. So simplify this function and then put h equal to 0. And if you'll simplify it, you will get 4/5 only. ठीक है ना? तो जब हमारा 0 नहीं है, so you are getting value that is equal to the function, limiting value is equal to function value. That's why we are saying function is limit exists and it is equal to the function value. That's why we are saying it is continuous. And it is not about only 1 2 point, it is everywhere. We are getting problem whenever it is, you are getting 0 by 0 form. Then there is a problem. So go through this question. We have already discussed this question in the previous class. And then if you have any doubt, then you can send me message. Okay, so now next topic that we are going to discuss today.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do we have to do theory and examples questions as well?
Like first of all, we should do theory sheet and then examples. Example from the books, like those are related. आप अगर LMS पे जाएंगे तो LMS पे आपको प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस के लिए कुछ टॉपिक्स दिए हुए हैं, तो आपको बस वही क्वेश्चंस करना है, ठीक है ना? एंड थ्योरी लाइक we are discussing here in the class, still it is not clear, then you can go through book. और हमेशा क्या होता है, आप एक्स्ट्रा पढ़ते हैं मुझसे तो अच्छा ही होता है ना. So because आपका शायद 1 or 2 सेशनल जो है, that may be in offline mode, maybe after Diwali. So objective type question as well as subjective type question can be asked. अगर theory clear है तो आप कैसे भी question कर सकते हैं. ट्यूट शीट से आपको थोड़ा आइडिया हो जाएगा कि एग्जैक्टली हमको किस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस करने हैं, है ना?
Ma'am, I had sent you a question.
Then, sorry. Please speak again.
Ma'am, I had sent you a question that day and I'll text you again for that question. If you could please solve that.
Which question you sent? Please remind me again, है ना? Then I will let you know.
Ma'am, just now I've sent you again.
Okay, I will check. Okay, so that I will just I will check and then let you know, because I have to start new topic. Okay, so आपने शायद यही question you asked same question ना, f of x naught y naught equal to 3, and then what you will say about fxy?
No, ma'am, it was a different question.
Okay, then I will discuss later on. Otherwise, if we are getting time, then we'll discuss. Okay, you asked like why, so we'll discuss this question later on. Now I've seen, but I'm starting new topic. So new topic is what? That is chain rule. Okay, so what is chain rule? Actually, let us discuss first. You have also used chain rule in one dimension. Whenever the function is of one variable, then how to apply chain rule? Like if suppose w is some function of x and x is the function of t, maybe suppose t, then if we want to compute like w is the function of x and x is the function of t, then we can say w is the function of t. W is the function of t. Function of t. Okay. Then we can compute dw by dt as, so first w is associated with x and then x is associated with t. So first of all, we have to differentiate w with respect to x and then x with respect to t. So this is called chain rule in one dimension. It's simple. whenever we are having function of two or more variable. Suppose now function of two or more variable, then chain rule has several forms. Like example, w equal to f of x comma y, and x and y are both function of t. Suppose w is the function of two variable, as in the case of one dimension, and x and y both are associated with t. Suppose x is the function of xt and y is the function of yt. Okay, y is the function of y. Then how to apply chain rule? Now w equal to, for that we can use a diagram so it is easy to understand. W equal to, w is a function of two variable f, x, y, and then we want to compute, and suppose we want to compute dw dt. Now compute dw dt. Okay, so w is the function of x and y. Okay, and then x and y both are the function of t. So whenever we are differentiating w with respect to del, so w is the function of two variables, so we will differentiate w partially. So del w over del x, and here del w over del y. Okay, w is the function of two variable x and y. So that's why we are not differentiating it completely. We are differentiating w partially. That's why this is the symbol. Okay. So w is the del w over del x, and when w we are differentiating with respect to y, then del w over del y. Now x and y, those are associated with t only. So it is a total derivative dxy dt, and y is also the function of t directly. So dy by dt. So x और y क्या है? वो one variable के function है. X is the function of t and y is also the function of two. These are two variable, but they are the function of single variable. So that's why this is total derivative kept d. Understand? And here partial, that's why we are using this symbol. It should be clear. So if we are writing dw over dt, so it's very easy to understand. So first w is the function of x and y both variables. So we are writing del w over del x, and then x is associated with t, dx by dt, plus del w over del y, dy by dt. So it should be clear. Whenever w is the function of two variable, then we want to, and those variable are associated with another variable t, that is the function of one variable only, x and y. Then dw by dt is equivalent to del w over del x, then dx by dt plus del w over del y, dy by dt. Understand? So this is the chain rule whenever the function of two variable, and when these two variables are associated with one variable t. Okay, now let us do one example.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Here x and y both depend on t. So can we say that w is function of single variable t?
But w is associated with two variables, na, first x and y. Obviously w is the function of t, but it is going toward t by passing through these two variables. We cannot directly compute dw by dt. So these are the two steps, those are involved whenever we are computing dw by dt. Okay, we can say, but this t is not as this t is associated to these two variables. One dimension में तो directly कह सकते हैं w is the function of t. W is the function of t here also, but it is associated with two different variables. ठीक है ना?
Thank you, ma'am.
Now, suppose there is an example w equal to x y and x equal to cos t and y equal to sin t. Then compute dw by dt. dw by dt. It is del w by del x dx by dt plus del w over del y dy by dt. ठीक है ना? So del w over del x is what? That is del w over del x. Okay. Del w by del x is y, dx by dt is minus sin t, plus del w over del y, it is x, and dy by dt is what? Cos t. Okay, so minus y sin t plus x cos t. This is dw by dt. One more example we can do here. W equal to x square by minus of y square, that is minus y square. Then compute dw by dt along the path x equal to sin t and y equal to e raised to power t. And what is the derivative? What is the derivative value? Derivative value at t equal to 0. At t equal to 0. So dw by dt del w over del x dx dt plus del w over del y dy by dt. So it's simple. Here x is the x is equal to what? Sin t. So dx by dt is what? Equal to cos t, and dy by dt is what? E raised to power t.
E raised to power t.
Just put the value here. Del w over del x is what? 2xy cos t plus del w over del y is x square minus 2y. And dy by dt is e raised to power t. Put t equal to 0. Okay. So here one more thing, like you can compute the value of x. Okay. So the value of x at t equal to 0 is equal to what? 0, and y at t equal to 0 is what? It is 1. So you can directly use these values, 2 into 0 into 1, because x का 0 पर value क्या है? T equal to 0 पे हमको compute करना है derivative. So dw by dt at t equal to 0. It's simple. So cos t is what? T equal to 0. It is 1 plus 0 minus 2 into 1 into e raised to power 3. Simple. So it is coming out to be minus 2. It's a simple example, but now next one more problem, function of 3 variable. One more example, function of 3 variable. Function of 3 variables. So it is similar kind of, not too much different. If w is the function of 3 variable x comma y comma z, and x, and suppose w is associated with 3 variable, I'm writing directly by diagram x, y, z, and then x, y, z are associated with t. X, y, and z are the function of t. Okay. So it is simple. So here del w over del x, del w over del y, del w over del z. Okay. X and y are z related to t only. So dx by dt, dy by dt, dz by dt. So you can, so example here, find dw by dt if w equal to xy plus z and x equal to cos t and y equal to sin t and z equal to t. This question you can try by yourself. It's very simple. dw by dt equal to del w over del x, like this way, del w by del x, and then dx by dt. dx by dt. ठीक है ना? del w over del y, dy by dt. Del w over del z, dz by dt. ठीक है ना? So you can compute all these value, and w is equal to what? xy plus z, and x, y, z are associated with the function of t. There may be different function. X is associated with cos t, y is associated with sin t, and z is associated with t. So try this question by yourself. One more. Now we are talking about whenever, like here in this case, what we are having, w is the function of x and y, and xy are associated with the function of t, है ना? जैसे कि हमने यहाँ पे बात की, w is the function of two variable and x and y are the variable are depending on t only. Now we are so this t is what, that is an independent variable. So now we are talking about when x and y are the function of two independent variable. ठीक है ना? Suppose we are having here w equal to f of x, y, x comma y comma z, or it can be a function of two variable also, but I am taking all three cases. W is the function of x and y, z, and x is the function of f of r, like we can say g of rs. ठीक है ना? तो अब x जो है, that is not the function of one variable. X is also a function of two independent variable. Y is a function of h rs, and z is the function of maybe l rs. ठीक है ना? So now what? How to compute? Now since what we want to compute the value of. Now you can ask here, as w is the function of three variable x, y, and z, and x, y, z are associated with two independent variable r and s. Okay, now you can say w is the function of r and s also, and these rs and r associated with x, y, and z, है ना? So how to compute? Now whenever you want to compute del w over w with respect to r and s, then you will write partial, because w is the function of x, y, z, and x, y, z are the function of r and s, two variables. So you cannot compute total derivative of w. You can compute only partial derivative of w with respect to r or with respect to s. Okay, so del w over del s. What would be the value of del w over del r? So del w over del x over del r. ठीक है ना? Del w over del y over del r, del w over del z over del r. ठीक है ना? Del w over del x over del s, del w over del y over del s, del w over del z, and del z over del s. It's simple, only the calculation part. You can understand it with the help of tree diagram. It's, if graphical representation is clear, then it is very easy. So it is x, y, and z. So it will be del w over del x, del w over del y, and del w over del z. And these are the function of r and s. So it is r. So del x over del r, del y over del r, del z over del r. So this is one diagram associated with r only. Okay, now we have to make one more graphical representation like that. W x comma y comma z. So del x over del s, del y over del s, del z over del s, del w over del x, del w over del y, del w over del z. ठीक है ना? Now, so this is the same thing that we are getting from this diagram. ठीक है ना? एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल करते हैं. Use the equal to p minus q. Q equal to p minus q upon q minus r. Okay, p equal to x plus y minus z. Q equal to x minus y plus z, and r equal to x plus y minus z. ठीक है ना? Now compute del u over del x at under root 3 to 1. ठीक है ना? Compute the value of del u over del x at under root 3 to 1. Okay, so what we have to do, we have like here you can understand u is the function of p, q and r, and p, q, r, these are the three variables. Those are associated with three independent variable x, y and z. Understand? Y and z, they are not having relationship with each other, but they are associated with p, q and r. So what you have to do, you have to compute del over del x. So you can understand how to compute it. Like so, del over del x equal to u is the function of p, q, r. ठीक है ना? So u is the function of p, q and r. So you will differentiate u partially with respect to p, q and r. ठीक है ना? So this is u, p, q and r. ठीक है ना? And p, q, r are associated with x and y and z. So this is like x. So del p over. So that is del over del p, del over del q, del over del z, and then del p over del x, del q over del x, del r over del x. ठीक है? Now del over del x is equal to what? Del over del x equal to del over del p over del x, del over del q over del x, plus del over del r over del x. Now del over del p, है ना? Del over del p equal to differentiated. So del over del p will be what? 1 upon q minus r. ठीक है ना? Del over del q. Q is in the numerator as well as in the denominator. So division rule, q minus r whole square, q minus r differentiation with respect to p minus q ka differentiation with respect to q, it is -1, minus of p minus q, it is 1. So the value of del over del q is coming out to be,
हमें क्वेश्चन टू लगाया ना आपने?
हाँ जी, r minus q. क्या बोल रहे हैं?
मैं वही पूछ रहा था, क्वेश्चन टू लगाया था ना आपने भी?
हाँ, question rule. Then only we can differentiate. So it is okay. So just check what is the value coming out to be, r minus q, r minus
क्यों
q
कट नहीं रहा?
minus p. I think it is getting cancelled upon q minus r whole square. Cancel. That is r minus p upon q minus r whole square. ठीक है ना? Now compute del over del r. Del over del r. So p minus q numerator is not the function of r. So p minus q is as a constant will be treated, and q minus r whole square. Okay, minus and minus. It is coming out to be plus. Minus of 1 minus q minus r whole square, and then the differentiation of q minus r with respect to r. This -1. So this minus, and then it is coming out to be plus. So p minus q upon q minus r whole square. Now, and also del p over del x, del q over del x, and del r over del x. These values. These are all 1 because everywhere it is like that. So del p over del x, it is 1. Del q over del x is also 1. Del r over del x is also 1. So just put the values and keep it here. So what we are getting? Del u over del x equal to del u over del p upon q minus r, r minus p upon q minus r whole square, plus p minus q upon q minus r whole square. It is LCM q minus r whole square. Should be 0. Cancel 0. So del over del x without putting points we are getting value as 0. ठीक है ना? It's a simple question. You have any doubt, you can ask.
Could you scroll down?
Yes. More example.
Ma'am, I have a question here.
Yes.
अभी तो P, Q और R तीनों ही X, Y, Z में फंक्शंस है इंडिविजुअली अलग अलग, पर क्या किसी भी केस में ऐसी पॉसिबिलिटी है कि P 3 वेरिएबल का फंक्शन हो, Q किसी दूसरे 3 वेरिएबल का फंक्शन हो और R किसी तीसरे वेरिएबल का फंक्शन हो? मतलब कोई भी केस ऐसा बन सकता है?
हाँ हाँ, more complex. That will be a different, मतलब हो सकता है, ऐसा नहीं है, क्योंकि functions like we are talking about several variables, so it is possible. ठीक है, so ultimately you will be the function of log variable, तो हो सकता है ना? अभी अब एक क्वेश्चन हम ऐसे ही करेंगे.
ठीक है
मैम पेपर में आता है इतना लंबा क्वेश्चन? फिर
इतना लंबा है
ये नहीं दूसरा जो आप बात कर रहे थे, जिसमें हम तीन के अलग अलग 3 वेरिएबल होते हैं?
नहीं आएगा. यहाँ तो बस आपको हम समझा रहे हैं, द फंक्शन ऑफ मोर देन वन वेरिएबल देन हाउ टू कंप्यूट इट्स डेरिवेटिव. ठीक है ना? तो आपको चेन रूल जो है, इट इज द बेस्ट थिंग. तो आपको यहाँ से समझ में आएगा हाउ टू कंप्यूट ऑल दिस डिफरेंशिएशन ऑफ यू विद रिस्पेक्ट टू डिफरेंट वेरिएबल्स. ठीक है, इतना लंबा नहीं आएगा, बट आपको ना मेन है अंडरस्टैंडिंग. ठीक है ना? तो दैट्स व्हाई वी आर एक्सप्लेनिंग यू विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस ट्री डायग्राम और दिस ग्राफिकल बाय द ग्राफिकल प्रोसीजर. ठीक है ना? तो अगर आपको ये ग्राफ समझ में आता है तो आप कैसा भी क्वेश्चन आएगा आप कर सकते हैं. ठीक है ना? सो लेट्स डू वन मोर एग्जांपल. Implicit differentiation. Implicit differentiation is similar to the case that you have already done in your 12th class. But here we will explain in terms of function of several variables. So suppose there is a function fxy, like f of xy is equal to 0. fxy is what? F is a function of x and y only. ठीक है ना? And y is the function of x. And y is the function of x. So w is, we can say it is the function of x and y. It is same as in the one dimension. So f is the function of two variable x and y. So you will compute first fx and then fy. That means del f over del x and del f over del y. That is equivalent to wx. It is the function of x and y. ठीक है ना? And it is given y is the function of x. Y is the function of x. So when we are differentiating x with respect to x only, so it is coming out to be dx over dx. It is 1, and dy dx we are getting y and x are associated with x only. Okay, so we can compute dw dx. Now we are writing d. D का मतलब क्या है? Finally w is coming out to the function of single variable. That's why dw over dx. It is similar to the case.
मैम ये रिपीट कर दो.
देखिए आपके पास क्या है? Here you are getting some implicit function. Function is what? It is the function of x and y only, and y is given as the function of x. Okay, and you have to compute dw over dx. ठीक है? So w is what? That is the function of x and y. So f is associated with two variables, x and y. This x and y, and y is the function of x. So that's why we can write it in this form. Yeah. Okay, so dx over dx is, it is what? It is 1, and dy dx is what? It is derivative of y with respect to x only. So dw over dx will be what? Now first we will go by this way, fx and dx by dx. So fx and then dx over dx plus fy dy over dx. ठीक है ना? So this is your dw over dx. Sometimes some question may be given like dx over dx, तो आपका यही आ जाएगा, तो fx plus fy dy dx. ठीक है ना? since we are writing it is equal to w equal to 0, चलो इसको हम एक एग्जांपल से करते हैं, then it will be more clear. It is simple. So let us take some example. Find
मैम उन्होंने कहा था कि x के साथ इंटीग्रेट उसका डिफरेंशिएट करना है।
किसके?
मैम क्वेश्चन के अंदर था कि x के साथ डिफरेंशिएट करना है पार्शियली।
बेटा आपको यहाँ पे ना फंक्शन ऑफ वन वेरिएबल ही दिया हुआ है। ओके, y is the function of x only, otherwise तो सिर्फ fy ही आएगा। If we are asking dw over dx, that means w is the function of x and y are associated with x only. अब इससे पहले जो हमारा सबसे पहले केस था वो ये था, w is the function of x and y are associated with t. Now I'm saying here y is the function of x only. So this is the case. So what you have to do, ultimately w is the function of t in this case and w is the function of x only. So you are differentiating now w with respect to x, then how we can compute that? By this procedure only. First you will go this way, then plus this way. यही हम कर रहे हैं अभी तक जितने भी क्वेश्चंस किए हैं उनमें भी यही किया ना। First we are taking this direction, this one, plus then this and this. ठीक है ना? Similarly we are going then plus del over del r and मैंने यहाँ पर छोटे से एक मिस्टेक किया, del over del z and then del z ना, तो now we are going this way. So this is the procedure.
y फंक्शन ऑफ x जो दिया हुआ है,
हाँ
तो इसका मतलब हमने सब सारा x के साथ ही करना है क्योंकि ये सिर्फ वेरिएबल x ही बार-बार रिपीट हो रहा है।
हाँ, जैसे कि हम ये क्वेश्चन, इसको इम्प्लिसिट डिफरेंशिएशन भी बोलते हैं। We call it implicit differentiation. Implicit differentiation. ठीक है ना? Differentiation. Now find dy dx if x square plus sin y minus 2y equal to 0. ठीक है ना? F of xy equal to 0. Now like इसको भी हटा देते हैं, पहले हम ये करते हैं। Suppose you have to compute dy dx, जबकि हमें ये फंक्शन दिया हुआ है, तो आपको ऐसे देखा जाए तो ये बिल्कुल सिंपल है, बट हम सेवरल वेरिएबल की फॉर्म में अगर बात करें, आपको इस टाइप के क्वेश्चन तो आपने वन वेरिएबल में भी किए हैं, डिवाइड द फंक्शन ऑफ x एंड दिस इज सम फंक्शन गिवन w में भी, ठीक है ना? w is the function of x and y, it is given like that and equal to 0. So ultimately we are saying, and we have to compute dy dx, so it is given y is the function of x on. So in this case what you will do, 2x, same as you have done in your 12th class, this type of question you have already done, cos y dy dx minus 2 dy dx equal to 0. One procedure is what that you have done in your 12th class. So dy dx is equal to what? Minus 2x upon cos y minus 2. ये तो सभी को आते ही है कि हम कैसे करते थे। We will collect all dy dx term and then we will just differentiate everything and then we will collect all dy dx term this way, or just we compare by this formula. तो ये formula आपका क्या बताता है? dy dx equal to what? Minus fx upon fy. इसका मतलब क्या है? function of x and function of y. जैसे कि आपको अगर हम इस क्वेश्चन में देखें तो what is the function of x? f of x की अगर हम बात करते हैं, so this is only x square, and f of y की बात करते हैं तो sorry, f is the function. I should not say this one. अगर हम वैसे बात करते हैं, this is what, this is the function of x and y, and जब हम इसको डिफरेंशिएट करते हैं तो इसमें जो भी x का फंक्शन टर्म आता है, x का टर्म क्या मतलब क्या है? This is 2x, so that is your f of x minus 2x, not 2 minus only fx. Fx is the function of 2 and dy dx का जो भी coefficient है, that is your fy. So it's only for understanding. Otherwise the best way is what, as you did in your 12th class, by that procedure you can compute dy dx. ठीक है ना? Otherwise if you want to do by that way कि एक आपका function है, that is the function of two variable and it is given y is the function of x, then either you can do by this way or that way, but this is the best procedure because just take w is equal to 0 or fxy equal to 0 and then differentiate, because x का differentiation तो 1 ही होगा, है ना? dx by dx is 1 and dy dx you have to compute, so you can do by this way only. Otherwise you want to understand by graphically, then this is the procedure. W is the function of fx and fy. Okay, you are differentiating f with respect to x and then differentiating with respect to y, and dx by dx is 1 and dy dx equal to only dy dx that we are computing. Then you can compute. So it is equal to 0. W by dx is 0 because w we are taking is equivalent to 0. That's why we are writing. So finally we are getting dy dx equal to minus fx upon y, and it is equivalent to this one only. ठीक है ना? So it is simplest. This procedure is simplest, so you can do by this way only. Otherwise, you can understand how it is done. That's why, like, so if the previous part is clear, then you can understand how we have done this. One more thing is here. Actually, I've done this because it is given in the book, so you can ask later on. That's why I have discussed. Otherwise, the simplest procedure you should do it by this way. When there is a function of two variables, just compare it with 0 and then compute dy dx. Okay, one more thing is left, only last thing. When w is the function of f of x and x is the function of two variable grs, है ना? अभी क्या है, w तो x का function है और x जो है that is the function of r and s. So how you will proceed? W is the function of x only, and then x is the function of r and s. So here you will compute w is the function of x only, that's why dw over dx, and then x is the function of two variable, so del x over del r and del x over del s. And then it could be asked, now w is the function of two variable r and s, so it will be asked del w over del r and del w over del s. So del w over del r क्या होगा? dw over dx and del x over del r and dw over dx del x over del s. Understand? अगर आप बिना ट्री डायग्राम के करेंगे तो आप थोड़ा कंफ्यूज हो सकते हो. If you understand through this graph, then it will be very easy to understand. Now, if you have any question up to here, now you can ask.
And the exercise that we have to do is 12.3 now with this today's concept.
Chain rule to check, just a minute. Because this is the, I have to check maybe 12.3 actually. I have to scroll down through. Maybe शायद 12.3 होना चाहिए. Actually, I'm having other additions also, so sometimes I'm taking
Ma'am,
directly.
like it's written over the mixed partial derivatives questions.
Mixed partial derivative.
Like the question's heading is mixed partial derivative.
Okay, I'm just trying to, it is not working. Mixed partial derivative. Okay. No, it is not searching. Is not. So you can ask directly from the like WhatsApp. Then I will let you know. No?
Okay, ma'am.
Because one more thing, like somebody asked question from that exercise. Maybe other question. Sandwich theorem is not in your syllabus. So somebody was asking question na y sin 1 by x.
What is not in a syllabus?
I'm just telling you. There is a topic, like somebody asked me this question. Please, I forgot the name. Y sin 1 by x. X is not equal to 0. 0, 1, x equal to 0. Prove the continuity. Prove the continuity. तो ये जो टॉपिक है वो आपका जिस टॉपिक से आपने पूछा है, एक्चुअली डायरेक्टली हम कंटिन्यूटी नहीं प्रूव कर सकते. तो देयर इज अ थ्योरम दैट इज कॉल्ड सैंडविच थ्योरम. ठीक है ना? तो वो थ्योरम पर बेस्ड है इसका कंटिन्यूटी. बिकॉज आई एम जस्ट एक्सप्लेनिंग हाउ वी कैन डू, बट इट इज नॉट इन योर सिलेबस, सो it will not make
Ma'am, we have a next class actually, ma'am.
Yes. Pardon?
Ma'am, we have a next class also, ma'am.
Okay, so please, you may leave. So I'm saying like this topic is not in your syllabus, sandwich theorem. So somebody asked this question, and that question is not in your syllabus. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.